Hello and welcome to another Shy Yeti visit to the Poetry Cafe. This is called Making Toast for the Enemy. The title for this came from a song. I misheard a line in a song. I thought the singer had sung "I'm making toast for the enemy." I don't actually know what she was singing, but I thought, well, I'll write a poem called it anyway. I'm making toast for the enemy. As a way to be nice, to set aside our dislike, I've simply put it on ice. I'm quite aware of the past from experience I've learnt, but I'm keeping an eye open so the toast won't get burnt. I have softened the butter so it'll spread like a dream. I'm smiling my widest, wishing death to the team. I've got jams of all flavours and some thick marmalade, so I'll make toast for the enemy, their every wish is obeyed. I'm making cake for the enemy, as a way to seem sweet, as a way to get round them, just to sidestep defeat. I'm quite aware of the tension is rapidly brewing, but I'd rather not sit there just angrily stewing. No, I'd rather make cake. I won't bake in some grit, I won't fill in some poison, and I'll try not to spit. I'll make sponge to appease them, smooth some icing on top. If I make cake for the enemy, will the menacing stop? I'm making tea for the enemy, I'm quenching their thirst, I'm dodging their punches so who'll come off the worst. Because my tea is not great, sometimes lukewarm at best, either too sugary or strong, or simply too hot to test. Either too milky or sickly, I had better take care not to drop in a grenade that could blow off their hair. Because I'm trying to be kind, I simply must grasp the nettle, so I'll make tea for the enemy. Yes, I'll just pop on the kettle. I'm making love for the enemy. I'm nobody's dummy. I don't like giving kisses as a way to be chummy. I am feeling uncertain about the dress I'm wearing. I'm a simpering princess, but inside I'm swearing. Well, I'm sharpening my claws up, for I'm nobody's sweetie. Seems there's no hope of peace, they have broken the treaty. But I'll flirt with them all and I'll take them to bed. So I'll make love for the enemy, but by dawn they'll be dead. Thank you. It's called From Where I Stand. From where I stand, you're a fool, sir. From where I stand, you're an ass. You're oh so remarkably stupid, yes, and oh so remarkably crass. You're without any wit whatsoever. You are quite out of sync, lacking style. You've no qualities worthy of mention, with the grin of some smug crocodile. Oh, from where I stand, you are evil. You are no good to man nor to beast. If you compare us, dear, you and I, then I seem like some saint or a priest. Whereas you it seems a demon. Yes, a fully fledged devil in black, with your horns sharpened up at the ready and your claws out exposed for attack. From where I stand, you're a leech, sir. From where I stand, you're a goat. It's a shock that you're really so stupid. It's a shock they allow you to vote. You're without any sense whatsoever. You're a bogus, a sham, such a dolt. You're not someone it's easy to care for. Any eulogy's bound to insult. From where I stand, you're offensive, with your all-knowing two-timing wink. You should know it's not all about you, love. You should know that your feet really stink. But it seems that your friends only tell you all the things that you most want to hear. Any hope that you'll ever turn humble? Not a chance, it won't happen, no fear. From where I stand, you're a runt, sir. From where I stand, you're a cad. When you leave, everybody's applauding. When you leave, we're so awfully glad. For your presence is never required. Your reputation's preceding you quick. You're the sort of sad poser we hate so. Your whole attitude makes us all sick. From where I stand, you're plain simple. Well, you either don't care or you're wired. Are you dressed like you're some kind of student? It's a bad look and quite uninspired. You're so cocky and yet without reason. When you smile, your expression is blank. How I'd quite like to teach you a lesson. Or maybe just run you down in my tank. From where I stand, you're a creep, sir. From where I stand, you're a dick. You're oh so remarkably boring, you're oh so remarkably thick. You're a flea-bin scumbag, a Mongol. Yes, and that is my glowing review. It's the nearest to praise you'll be getting. I suspect that you know this is true. From where I stand, you're a weasel, with a moth-eaten manner and all. I can see that you think you're so clever. You've the charm of a 6-foot brick wall. I'm here now to come and correct you, to surprise you and laugh when you jump, to explain how the world really sees you. Oh, you're no Cary Grant, just a chump.
She rises easily into the warming morning air, her wings as fine as light, as angel's hair, and with a wary glance for passing birds, she passes me, deaf to all my glowing words. She flies into the coming day, and all I can say is, wow. Butterflies, that's what I call that. Here's one, now this is the oldest piece of poetry I've written that I can remember, because I've written for years, actually. And I was in a place where I used to write and sling it in the bin. But this one came back to me. It might not be exactly as I first wrote it, but it's very similar. And it's called the Succubus, or Succubus. And the Succubus is, or was, in the medieval times, there's an evil spirit, a demon, in the guise of a beautiful woman who would come to a man's bedchamber at night and rape his body and his mind every night until he died. In the case of a woman, it was called an incubus, but this one, this one is called succubus. That vitriolic serenade that tears my heart and rips my skin, and still I want to be apart. Yes, I would lay and gladly bleed for her to sit and slowly feed, vampiric in her attitude, sometimes saintly, sometimes lewd. She has ethereal visions in ancient towers. She is my Venus with fantastic powers. My shoulders are wide, my heart is big, so when she desires, she can dig into my soul. Eyes black as coal. Oh, manumission, love-making, fishing, how do I fight when it seems so right? And I know it's so wrong, and yet still I long for that sweet embrace, to gaze into her face, to melt into my pain, feel her words in my brain. It goes on and on till she has taken her fill, and I am bereft when I find she has left. But I know with delight she will come again in the night to take me once more, leave me battered and sore. In her way, in my day, I hear her say, I'm watching and waiting, I start salivating. Oh God, am I weird? Multi-tiered, 21 geared, often afeared, yes, definitely weird. Oh, good. Okay, it's quite a nice one. Did you like that one?
Very good, yeah.
Dear me,
Oh, my long-lost friend, I've not seen you in years. I miss you quite sadly, I was even in tears. I was often heard sobbing by the folks in my street. But my life has improved since we did once again meet. You have changed, that's for sure, there is no use ignoring. I just try not to notice, I wouldn't say you were boring. You're my long-lost friend, I don't listen to rumour. I like telling you jokes, but you have no sense of humour. Oh, my long-lost friend, I've not seen you in ages. You were once in the news on the very front pages. You were a little bit well known for a play you were in. You cannot stop talking about how God made you thin. It's a tiny bit like you're trying to convert me. Your tales of the war do not really divert me. You're my long-lost friend. It was so good to see you, but I'm really quite glad that I don't have to be you. Oh, my long-lost friend, I've not seen you forever. You've suggested a night out, and I'm not known to say never. But then we went out to Bellring, which, well, didn't impress. I thought we'd play Merry Hell, but instead we played chess. What about karaoke? It's not exactly my scene, but you were once such a rebel. Now you're losing your sheen. You're my long-lost friend, and on good terms with fame. I was expecting a wildcat, but you're just a Tom oh so tame. Oh, my long-lost friend, you were so hard to find. All those years never called, no, I tried not to mind. All those years never wrote, you had so much to do. So many pies still to eat, so many guys left to screw. I don't want to condemn your quite thoughtless behaviour, because since I met you again, I think you did me a favour. You're my long-lost friend, I don't want to abuse you, but with a little good fortune, I might even re-lose you. Thank you.
they've invaded my privacy. They put something inside of me. I spoke to the doctors and they've all lied to me. There's something inside of me. And it sits in and astride of me. Is there something in you? Can you feel something too? Is there anything we can do? Have we become part of their zoo? There is something inside of me. I can't read this. It can see what my eyes can see. Why does everyone lie to me? Something's inside of me. But now it's time for tea. The nurses are so kind of me. there's still something inside of me. That's ridiculous. Have you seen the size of that print? I was running out of ink. I was running out of ink and I thought, I've got to get it smaller and smaller. There's a fly. And I know it's a fly. Don't ask me why. I just do. It doesn't talk. Does not often walk. It just flies. They're still telling me lies. And it's the tablets, you see. They're feeding me drugs, and that's why I see bugs. And a fly. I could cry, but I'm being sucked dry by the fly. They said it's not here, and I'm only seeing it because I feel a bit queer. Oh dear, oh dear. I know the fly's near, and it's not in my head. It's something to do with the food that I'm fed. I wish I could hide, but they put something inside, and thus I am tied to the bed.
This is about the British weather. It's called British Summertime is Here. British summertime is here, the wind is in the trees, there's mist upon the ocean, there's raindrops in the breeze. The ducks have their umbrellas out, the swans are swanning off, all the scarecrows have pneumonia, or at least a nagging cough. There's a chance of sleet this evening, so you'll need to wear a coat. There's a flood forecast for Friday, so buy yourself a boat. Summertime's hard to predict what weather may arise. Any chance of warmth unlikely, but could we cope with that surprise? British summertime is here. The grass is frozen solid. The birds are skating on the ice, but they are looking slightly squalid. All the garden gnomes are striking, they'll emigrate to cosy climes. All the goldfish look so glum, they're harking back to finer times. To days when summer holidays guaranteed a little fun, and lotion was applied to give protection from the sun. Now summertime's hard to predict what weather be occurring. If the clouds begin to swell, then a tsunami may be stirring. British summertime is here, and so is hail and thunder. Fish and chips and mushy peas, bus stops to shelter under. The puddles grow, the tourists scream, their sun hats have gone floppy. Down on the farm, knee-deep in mud, even the pigs are getting stroppy. Those on the beach got washed away and floated out to sea. They lost all their belongings and the gulls ate their cream tea. Summertime's just a non-starter. Will the weather find its feet? You're going to have to wait till winter to earn yourself a little heat. British summertime is here. There's a blizzard round the corner. We are not too keen about it, and nor's the flora and the fauna. We just like a little sunshine, just to have a little bask, just to get ourselves a tan. I mean, is it much too much to ask? For the rain to just stop falling, for the fog to just dissolve? Why can't the weather get it right for once? Why can't the seasons just evolve? Summertime's quite hard to gauge. Just get out there, don't delay. You're either hot or freezing cold. Have a happy holiday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming along. And I hope you enjoyed that. There'll be more. See you soon.